yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Barnes. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Buying some time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the...
He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida International.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And some room to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat.
Catch it.
Close on that one as he got 12 trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, FIU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Works the middle. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move, he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Might be calling a hot route. Caught near the sticks. It's dealt. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Looking to scramble. Connection to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Hurts. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. He gets those chains moving. Gets it out to the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, great defense on...
And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the grab down the left side. There he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10-yard marker at the 8. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This quarterback part of their running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Tripped up for the tackle. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the middle.
What?
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
No good.
Yeah.
And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it, running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Speeding down the left side. The 30. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Rides the back on the option to give. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job.
Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Now adjusting. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again? Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. All down. move the chains. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Edwards. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Might be looking to run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just... Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Rides to back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. A lot of urgency for this offense. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Looking for a deep man.
Bro.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback,
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the Nittany Lions will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mendoza. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Boston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty.
Let's go, ball don't lie.
First drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Here comes the heat. And a intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense luck.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. At the 35, he's open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Penn State! And they strike first.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes.
There he goes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Quarterback extends the play. Caught near the sideline. It's dealt. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field and back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Quick strike through the air for the score. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Uncorks one to the middle. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was...
Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
They'll try the run. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew with.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, they're after it.
Let's fucking go.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason.
Wide open space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got a step and just dusted the field. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass. It's Morton. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Fires to the right. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to buy time. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Caught over the middle, it's Haynes. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
It's a seam wide open, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
To the air, it's Morton. Dances away to buy time. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. gets the offense back onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Hauls it in. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind.
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give on the option. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Castellanos. Lines us back in the middle. Still
No, I didn't mean to do that.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's got his man. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Makes the catch. It's Belton. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, will make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. From the gun. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the 1st down. The defense is offside. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air. It's Morton. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass. It's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
That's caught. It's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
3rd down play from the gun. Finds space on the right. And he strides his way over the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The Hurricanes enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. On the move, it's Haynes.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hurricanes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And that was one the offense needed and the defense had to have, and they could not get the stop.
And the gamble by the head coach and play caller pays off. So that's incomplete. It stops the clock. So they needed to have it. Great execution at a time where it was so critical.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. This one was a lot like a tennis match. Back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. To the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's Bettis. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle.
What did they do right doing?
The opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grab over the middle. It's Cunningham. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page, though.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Tigers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. On the run, still looking. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes the offense on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
The short hand is Smith. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Missouri trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own in great field position.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. back to throw. It's Sayin. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the right. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Pulls it in. It's Cunningham. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Castellanos. Snagged out of the air. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on 3rd down? Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Picked off. What a way to set him up.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Got the quick pass. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Rolling on the run. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Every coach in the country
talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.